Good morning, civic students. I'm going to read this document to you so you can have a reading for your assignment. 3 pros and cons of raising the federal minimum wage. Benefits of raising the minimum wage. Number 1, improve living standards. The first benefit is that millions of Americans would see a pay raise that could go toward meeting their basic needs and living expenses. A recent analysis by CNN suggested that 5 million Americans would be lifted out of poverty if the minimum wage was raised to $10.10 per hour. More workers being able to pay for their basic expenses is a good thing, as it may lead to less reliance on government and state-sponsored financial aid programs. Higher worker morale. Secondly, getting paid more could potentially boost worker morale. One of the toughest challenges businesses face is encouraging minimum wage workers to give their all. As someone who worked for near minimum wage as a teenager, I can fully appreciate that these workers' motivation may not always be sky high. Additionally, a minimum wage boost could improve worker morale, which could in turn improve productivity and help keep turnover rates down. Number 3, consumer spending uptick. Lastly, extra pay in the pockets of some 16.5 million workers could trickle down to retailers and provide a boost to the economy. This isn't to say low-wage workers wouldn't save some of their extra pay, but given the poor savings rate of workers in the U.S., it wouldn't be a surprise to see consumption rise, with businesses like retailers benefiting. Disadvantages of raising the minimum wage. Businesses could raise their prices. What often gets lost in the discussion about raising the minimum wage is that low-wage workers probably wouldn't be alone in having their wages hiked. Management and longtime employees of businesses who have worked their way up through pay raises would also likely have their pay increase to match their title and tenure. These are extra costs most people fail to account for, and businesses could choose to deal with it in one simple way, by boosting prices. If the price of goods and services goes up across the board to make up for higher employee wages, it may negate the wage hike for low-income workers. Jobs and benefits could be cut. Another possible outcome is that businesses, instead of raising prices to counter the higher cost of wages, simply cut employees or reduce benefits. The Congressional Budget Office estimates that 500,000 jobs would be lost if the federal minimum wage were raised to $10.10 per hour. Another casualty here could be workers' benefits, such as paid vacation, reimbursed parking, or even gym memberships. As businesses look to cut costs after the minimum wage raise, worker benefits could be the first to go. Finally, whereas a pay raise may boost workers' morale, it could reduce their drive for self-betterment. Workers suddenly receive $10 per hour might be less inclined to go to college or seek out a specialized job when they've seen their pay increase by 39% over the span of a few years. The sense of complacency is bad not only for the workers themselves, but also for the businesses who benefit from higher skilled work.